I've been sitting here thinking about life and all that, and there's things I want my wife to do that are stipulation boundaries I have. uh, there's things I don't want my daughters to learn that are okay. Just like there's things I don't want my son to learn that's okay. And I just was sitting here in this weird epiphany. I'm probably not going to say it correctly, but there's no benefit to getting a high body count to learn the female body so that when you find your wife, you know how to get her off without even trying. Alright, this is just I think some urban myth that I mean, would it help? Yeah, sure, but I think there's other ways you can fucking learn the female body, and you can learn the female body with your wife. But there's no real benefit to go around, especially in this day and age. There's no benefit of being a whore. Men can't really be whores, but that's the best way. Promiscuous man, a fucking chat, a player, a fucking slut, fucking dog, whatever you want to fucking call it. I don't care. But there's no benefit. Because you're playing Russian roulette, all right, with STDs that could fuck your world up. You're playing Russian roulette with a woman that you can't stand just because she has a fat ass, and you get her pregnant, so now you're stuck with her and you can't stand her. Or she's just so toxic and you're so fucking misguided by how life is that you end up doing something stupid and you end up fucking your whole life up, whether it be getting killed or fucking dying or getting put in jail. And so, like, you know, I want my sons and my daughters to stay virgins. There's no benefit. There's no benefit or acceptance with women. All right, it's just gross. It's just fucking disgusting. But if men want to look at it, it's not. There's no benefit to fuck a lot of women. There's really not. I do think body count is different between men and women. So if he does fuck a lot of women, I don't think it hurts his reputation or his respect all that much compared to a woman. Are there certain things like the kind of women that he fucks with, or how long he lasted? Sure, there's a way to bust a man's balls with who he's fucked with. Like you touch that? That's gross. Um, but when it comes to women, it doesn't matter. Like you let men inside of you. That is foul. I don't care. We don't. Nobody cares what he looks like. It's pretty sad you let that guy touch you, but whatever. Maybe he's got a big dick. I don't know. So that's why when it comes to women, it's just straight out like it's bad, no matter who the guy is. It's just bad. All right. We bust balls and fucking with men fuck around, but I definitely have come to learn in my almost 4 decades of life that fucking a lot of women. I was on the streets with drugs, so I can't really say my selection of women were all that great. There's a few good ones. But in a nutshell, 90 to 99% of the women I mess around with, I shouldn't have. I know in principle, it wasn't just so much the attraction or look or whatnot, but it's behavior and what was I looking for in them. At the time, I was doing drugs and fucking horny and doing stupid shit, so there was no guidance there, trying to, find a purpose in life. It was just living that day. But now that I've gotten older and I got 12 years until I'm 50, and definitely have been having my son definitely slap me in reality. I think that's what I needed. I got 4 daughters that are alive and one that passed away, and my oldest. And now I have a son, and I'm clean, and I'm just looking at life completely different on who I was. Even if I had a time machine, I would not go back in time. I wouldn't, because I like who I am, and I've made my bed with it. And going back in time to change things would change everything. It doesn't matter what you go and change. It doesn't matter. It will change. Even if you go back and change something small from a year ago, it's going to change that whole year. So even if I went back 5 years and changed this one thing, it would change that whole 5 years. So everything about who I am and what I've gone through and dealt with and how I've grown would change. So I'm trying to tell you what I've come to learn now and pass on to people that want to listen. And this is what I'm going to learn to teach my son and my daughters. I mean, I don't believe in females having guy friends. On the principle that all men want to fuck you. Shut up. No man wants to be in the friend zone unless he's a cuck and a weak little bitch. And you don't want that dude. So the kind of men that will tolerate fucking you having guy friends, you don't want. All right. That's no different than allowing a man coming into your home while your man's gone. And there's no benefit. I mean, why do you need a guy friend? So I mean, I've come to realize that there's things about my old lady and me that I like and I don't like, and I've come to try to decipher all of that to give wisdom to my children, and I want my children to understand the world from my understanding and my mistakes and my good deeds. And hopefully they can make better choices than me. I mean, our children are the greatest form of immortality. But, yeah, I've come to... my son's awake. It's almost 8 in the morning. But I have just been really just looking at life and the mistakes I've done, and I want to do better. My book is, in a nutshell, is pretty much written. I mean, I'm finishing the last few chapters of my life, but in a nutshell, my book is written. It's etched in stone. As of right now, everything that I do is to make sure my son and my daughters live a good life, a happy life, a peaceful life, a balanced life, and are prepared to deal with this world when I'm not here. That's my goals. That's why I am who I am. That's why I think the way I think. And when it comes to relationships, you don't have to have the same hobbies and interests and likes. You should have the same values and morals, but that comes with communication before sex. And that's one thing men and women, for different aspects, we need to take having sex and marriage and kids and life so much more serious. We need to take it more serious than what we are now, because it is something serious. It's not just some fun game that you could restart. But that's all I got for now.